Okay, time for an economics lesson. All my bullies and detractors are right-wing MAGA imbeciles. And they blame immigrants for what's going on to the economy and all this shit and think Trump's doing so good and all that. Here, let me lay some facts on you about American corporate greed and what's going on. Gas is incredibly high. It's $6.50 here in California right now. Okay, regular. That's very high, insane. But why? America doesn't get oil from Iran. America doesn't really consume any Middle Eastern oil. We make most of our own, we produce it, and we have things like Venezuela now. Like, that's a whole nother issue. And processing their crude is difficult. There are issues, but one way or the other, our supply has not been interrupted, and the cost of our supply has not gone up at all. The fact that Hormuz Strait is closed and European and Asian markets are having difficulty getting oil raised the price of oil so much that American companies can generate more profit by selling their stocks either abroad or here at an elevated value that they're raising just because they can. Normally, if they raise the price that much, it's a ridiculous margin. We would just put in shipments. The math is simple to them. If the profit split is enough to send one super tanker, which is a huge amount of oil, but if they'll make more money shipping in Asian or Middle Eastern oil than using domestic or South American oil, they'll do it. So they normally couldn't get away with charging these price levels. We just import the oil from the cheaper place. But since the foreign oil is more expensive, they raise their prices to maximize their profit for no other reason than to be greedy. All of the American increase is because of American corporate greed. And the oil companies get subsidized by your tax dollars. People complain about food stamps for poor people, letting poor people eat. Your tax dollars, more money goes to the oil companies in subsidies than assistance programs. And then when shit gets tight, those companies that already benefit from your tax dollars milk you for every penny you got, maximizing their profit at your expense. Because the math doesn't add up. You have to pay them $6.50 in California because the process of ordering foreign oil won't work. It's more expensive right now, and the increased shipping costs and stuff. Although the distance, it doesn't take too much of a sway. Like, the capitalism system limits it at normal times. You can't charge gouging prices here because you'll just get it from there. And that'll drive down American costs of the oil. But the foreign places are extremely expensive right now. Actual supply and demand issues. And I've seen news stories. Israel and Iran both are censoring the attacks very, very, very heavily. But I've seen reports that oil refineries and storage yards are being hit. And liquid natural gas, which comes to heating and shit. Thankfully, winter's almost over, but if it causes permanent disruptions to the foreign oil markets, that means our elevated prices will be permanent too. If they physically break the refining centers, it'll be a huge time gap. It's going to take like 2 years to stabilize. And also, American companies are reluctant to lower prices once they've been elevated. So you may be looking at a permanent increase in fuel consumption, which, again, the MAGAs, my stalkers, are so stupid. They don't understand economics, how it makes everything else more expensive. Travel is more expensive because of increased fuel costs. Shipping for your food is more expensive because of fuel costs. Supply and demand shortages can create like dry pockets, like places where they can't even get enough oil. It could be oil lines and gas lines and people not being able to get oil. And get this, if Middle Eastern disruptions get very, very serious and they cripple the supply lines or take out storage yards, the reserves, American companies, the price over there would go up even higher than here, much higher. And if Americans won't pay the higher price, the companies here will sell our oil over there, so they generate huge profit and let us run out of oil and suffer, because the oil companies give no fucks about you or anyone else, and Republicans don't give a fuck about anyone. All these big capitalist money ventures, they would sell us out in a heartbeat if it becomes more profitable for them. And right now, China can get oil because Iran's permitting it, but if Israel fucks up Iranian capacity to supply oil, all of a sudden the Asian market's going to blow up and gas will be crazy expensive, and American companies will make way more money selling it over there. So it could go it could go $20 a gallon, $30 a gallon. It could be literally unobtainable because there's risks associated too. So the companies may take guarantee money from China. Oh, and the currency thing too. I forgot. I don't have time in a quick vlog like this, but to explain currency and the fact that China is now using its currency to get Iranian oil, which means Iran doesn't have American dollars, which decreases their spending capacity, but they're just banking that having Chinese spending power will be sufficient. And they're right. Most shit's made in China now anyway. The petrodollar thing, that could crash the whole economy. People don't understand how serious that is. Oh, thank you very much, man. Have a good evening.